What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be telling you the top 3 reasons why obtaining your Part 107 license is a game changer if you're a professional photographer or videographer. With a Part 107 license, you can offer aerial photography and videography as a part of your services, giving you a competitive edge in several markets from weddings to real estate. By doing so, you can elevate your earning potential. Licensed drone operators can command higher rates for their specialized service. I personally charge my clients around $300 per flight mission, and that's just flying the drone itself. That's usually on top of the videography service I provide already. By being a licensed FAA pilot, you are able to build trust and credibility with potential and or current clients. And the reality is that clients do prefer licensed professionals in any professional industry since it demonstrates commitment and competence. And lastly, this is essentially an investment in your long-term professional career. A Part 107 license can open doors to new opportunities and set you up for future success. And you really can't go wrong with investing in yourself. So instead of buying that new drone and or camera, spend some time investing in your skills that would elevate you and your future career. As the unmanned aircraft industry continues to evolve, more regulations are in place by the FAA to make sure drone pilots are flying safely in public. And quite frankly, the laws governing unmanned aircraft operations have become stricter since 2019 when I first started flying drones. So as a reference, Part 107 is a reference to the regulations that dictate drone usage in the United States and is the default rule for all drone operators. An exception for this rule applies to recreational flyers who meet criteria outlined in exception 44809. To qualify for recreational flying, you must adhere to the following stipulations. So first, your drone is used purely for leisure. Second, you operate your drone according to the community-based organization's rules. Third, you always maintain visual line of sight with your drone. Fourth, your drone operation does not interfere with and always yields to manned aircraft. Fifth, you secure airspace authorization before operating your drone in controlled airspace. Number 6, you never fly your drone more than 400 feet above ground level. 7, you have successfully completed the recreational UAS safety test. 8, if your drone weighs over 250 grams, you've registered it under the FAA guidelines. Number 9, you never operate your drone in a dangerous or reckless manner. If you fail to meet all 9 of these conditions, you fall under the jurisdiction of the Part 107 laws by default, and the Federal Aviation Administration has the power to fine you if you're found to be operating under Part 107 without the proper licensing. Although I've only heard of rare cases when the FAA has come after individuals, having a Part 107 could be important for a legal and liability perspective if anything goes wrong during a flight mission. And with the remote ID being required on all drones, it's going to be hard to get away with flying without anyone knowing. And if the FAA discovers you flying under Part 107 without a license, the fines I've seen them give out are at least $1,000 or greater, so it is not worth the risk in my opinion. A common example of flying under Part 107 is if you decided to use your drone footage you film recreationally and you post it on your YouTube channel or other social media platforms, and your channel happens to be monetized. Although you flew under the intent of using it recreationally, by using the footage on a monetized channel is no longer considered recreational but to make you money. Thus, you would be flying under Part 107. And I know this does get confusing since no one can prove your intent, but why deal with the stress and fear of being fined if you could just get your license and have the peace of mind whenever you fly and use your drone footage? I know before I became a licensed pilot, I would always fear the chance that the FAA will fine me for not flying strictly for recreational purposes. The FAA allows Part 107 pilots to submit waivers that allow you to bypass certain rules, and these include flying your drone legally from a moving vehicle if you are in a sparsely populated area, operation at night and ability to fly without anti-collision light, ability to fly beyond visual line of sight, override visual observer requirements, operation of multiple small UAS, operation over people and vehicles, bypass operating limitations for small unmanned aircraft like flying more than 400 feet or faster than 100 miles per hour, or flying near clouds. And lastly, you can gain legal access to controlled airspace, a must for a wide range of high value projects requiring aerial shots. It's important to stay informed on the latest trends and changes on the FAA regulation, ensuring that your work is in compliance. These rules I've listed on this video may change and quite frankly may no longer be applicable, so please make sure to double check the most up-to-date FAA regulations. So if I've convinced you to get your Part 107 license today, I've linked the video I did last year of how to get your Part 107 license down below. This video will contain resources that I've used to pass the exam and get my Part 107 license. And lastly, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.